Welcome to Rip the Mask Off, Part 2 on Toxic People Will Stalk You, Stay Safe. So here's another thing. There's a variety of reasons as to why toxic people stalk targeted individuals. One of them is to install fear. Another is to threaten. Another reason is to provoke and violate boundaries. Another reason is there's a sadistic component to it, that they seem to enjoy causing pleasure by inducing misery on innocent people. And the reasons why they may go about stalking the targeted individual, oftentimes it's because the targeted individual actually caught the toxic people doing things that they weren't supposed to do. And out of the toxic person's fear of exposure, they've decided to collude with a whole bunch of other unstable individuals and target you. It's not right. It's not rational. It's disturbing. These demons that are in meat sacks that look human really feel that they get power out of harming other people. So here are some other ways in which these toxic people will stalk. They will drive along your residential street. Some of them may be your supervisors. Some of them may be your coworkers. Some may be your church members or synagogue members or mosque members. Some may be your friends. Some may be even family. But you'll see, you'll be living at a residence for X amount of years. You've not seen these individuals, but all of a sudden, you start seeing these individuals appear driving along your residential street. And then in situations such as, say, a work or a church or in a mosque or what have you, you go in, you're ready to start your work, or you're ready to do your volunteering, or you're ready to even start your academics, and then you have a group of these useful idiots along with the toxic person talking about your residential street and what they saw, and how you probably looked ghetto because you didn't have the appropriate clothing for their taste, along with a roar of laughter, or how they seen you with such and such person. And it's meant to be a dog whistle to, again, instill fear, to let you know and communicate to you that they have their eye on you, that they're watching you. Like, these toxic creatures are sick and disgusting and disturbed. Another thing that they will do, of which you need to be very careful of, is that they will come up behind you to literally see who you are texting or who you're speaking to. And they'll try to get the phone number of that person because they're trying to infiltrate more of your support system to contaminate. They actually get a thrill out of turning people against you. They feel that they're winning the more people they turn against you. Now, let's not forget that the social circle of the toxic person and their useful idiots is very fragile and superficial, and that the only reason they're bonding together is because of their hatred and jealousy and envy towards you. That's the only reason they've bonded together. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come together. Unless it was to hate somebody else. So their relationship is based on hate and harming you. That's how pathetic these ingrates are. And they desire to try and get more people to turn against you. So the thing that you can do to protect yourself is, if you are texting, make sure that you have a wall behind you. You don't necessarily need to lean against the wall, but just have your back to the wall if you're texting, so that no one can just come up behind you to see who you're speaking with. The other thing that they like to do is they like to pretend that they're inviting you in on their group. Do not go. If they try to give you something like an edible, meaning food or drink, don't take it. Protect yourself. They mean to do you harm. If they've shown you the first time, they've had a pattern of doing this. Let me tell you something. When people show you how far they're willing to go to harm you, rest assured you're not the only one. They've had a pattern of doing this, and they do it because it's been effective in the past. The reason why they provoke and try to instill fear and threaten and stalk, it's all to, again, get and provoke a reaction out of you, so they can justify their distorted view of you. Again, how sick and disturbed must individuals be in order to create a lie about you and then harm you to try and justify that lie? Normal people don't do that, but these idiots do. These dumb birds do. So the other thing to do is do not react. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. Because they're going to try and push every button that they can. They're going to try and instill fear and paranoia. And the reason why they're doing that is because they were already going around claiming that you're crazy. So by stalking and provoking you this way, if you were to react to them, they can turn around and point to your reactions, weaponize them, and say, see, I told you that person's crazy. Because what do you think they're going to do when you confront them on what they are doing to you? They're going to deny it. They're going to say, no, that's not true. They're going to gaslight you. When they know what they're doing, they know why they're doing it, and they're enjoying denying it because they know that it further harms you. So don't bother getting into a confrontation with them. Remember, they're not interested in a resolution. They have this one-sided imaginary competition against you. Do not react, but document. Document every single thing they do. Make sure you carry a notebook with you or any other devices that you need to collect your evidence. date, time, people involved. Make sure that it's free of bias. Make it as unbiased. Make it as objective as possible. XYZ appeared here at this time doing ABC. That's what you write in your notes. And you keep it with you. Do not tell anybody, whether it be at your workplace. Do not tell other fellow coworkers. If it's at your religious institution, don't tell any person within the religious institution. If it's among your friends, don't, in your social circle, don't tell them what's going on, because you don't know who you can trust. The very persons who act the nicest and seem the most supportive are often the ones that end up turning around and betraying you and going to the very source of your of the pain that you are encountering. They go to the very toxic person and tell them what's going on. And then the toxic person or persons enjoy it because they feel that they have control over you. So be very careful. Make sure that you have another support system outside of your other social circles and keep them separate. Your most intimate, trustworthy social support system, you keep away from your acquaintances and from those that you're cordial with, but you're not that close with. Your most intimate, closest circle, you protect them at all costs, and this is who you go to. They don't know anybody else from the other social circles. I tell you, these demons, they're relentless. Don't bother going and telling them, oh, this is how you feel. I feel such and such when you do this. They don't care. That's why they're doing it. They're doing it because they know that it will harm you. You think that they don't know what they're doing? They know exactly what they're doing because they've done it to others. They've colluded with other people at other times in their life to harm other people. Again, they're not interested in a resolution. They're interested in harming you because they're jealous and they want what you have. They want to be you. And because they can't be you, they want to destroy you. The quicker you come to the realization that there are evil creatures like this that exist, the better equipped you are to protect yourself. Stay safe, protect your peace.